Istanbul in 3 days sounds impossible, but here's the truth. It is possible to see the main historical sites and still experience daily life in the city. Each day ends in a different neighborhood where people usually stop for a tea, a walk, or a simple view of the city. The goal is to balance landmarks, neighborhoods, and everyday food culture in limited time.
We start day one in Sultanahmet, in Istanbul's historic peninsula.
So the first thing first, here is Hagia Sophia. By the morning, about 8:30 or 9, you should visit Hagia Sophia first. This is one of the most important monuments, not for only Turkey, for the entire world. This is a masterpiece. It was built in 537 AD by Roman Empire. Served as a church nearly 1,000 years until Mehmet II, the Ottoman ruler, he conquered the city in 1453, and then they converted the church into a mosque. You can give an hour, like some people, they spend even 30 minutes. And the first floor is here, just right behind me, for prayer. Turkish citizens, they're allowed to go inside. The second floor, it is where the gallery and the museum is. So to go there, you have to buy a ticket, which is 25 euros.
After Hagia Sophia, we continue to our second stop, the underground Basilica Cistern.
It used to be a cistern for Roman Empire. It's a magical place to see. So here you can spend half an hour right after the Hagia Sophia. It is the best place to visit.
The Basilica Cistern was built in the 6th century during the Byzantine period. It was designed to store water for the Great Palace and nearby public buildings. Inside, the cistern is supported by hundreds of marble columns, including the well-known Medusa head bases. After spending some time in the cool underground air, it's time to head back outside.
Here is your third place to visit, the Blue Mosque. It was completed in 1616. It was commissioned by Sultanahmet. They used about 20,000 blue Islamic tiles to complete the walls. So this is why tourists call it the Blue Mosque. We never call it Blue Mosque. As Turks, we call it Sultanahmet Mosque. As you see, it has huge garden here, marble. Also free to visit. That is awesome, huh? You're not paying for this one. So in Islam, people worship 5 times in a day. During the noon, afternoon, by the sunset, at night, and the early morning when sun is rising. During that time, be careful because people are praying inside. Praying is taking like 15 minutes, but be quiet, take your shoes off, and stay a bit behind. But it is taking like 15 minutes to complete a prayer. All mosques are free in Turkey. It wouldn't be taking more than 30 minutes to see the mosque. Some people though sit inside, take their time and feel the place.
When you step outside the Blue Mosque, you enter a large open area. This is not just a square.
Hippodrome. It used to be a place for sports, chariot races, social area during the Roman Empire. It is just right in front of the Blue Mosque. Ottomans used that as a square. The Ottomans kept a lot of things from Romans. For example, this is Egyptian obelisk. It was brought here from Egypt by Romans. This is my favorite piece here. 3,500 years old, man. Isn't it awesome? Older than city. In the square, you can spend 30 minutes. It is a good place to rest and feel the city. Just cross the Blue Mosque. Your next stop, Museum of Turkish and Islamic Art. That is 17 euros in the USD, like $19 to visit. So let's go check inside. That used to be one of the Ottoman palaces, now used as a museum. So here you are going to see the Islamic art, Turkish craftsmanship, and the best part of this museum is definitely carpets. Huge carpets. Huge. Oh, Lord, that's so big. That is 16th century. 500 years. Carpets, if you like them, this is right spot for you. So I walked entire museum. It took around half an hour, but 45 minutes, maybe it will be well enough. If you are finding museums boring for you, then it will take like 15 minutes. Right after that museum, This is the Sultanahmet area. We are walking to Grand Bazaar. It is about half a mile, 800 meters if you want to walk. But if you want to take tram, it is just 2 stations. So I prefer walking always. I like to see that street full of history, man. I love Istanbul. So afternoon, we're gonna spend around Süleymaniye. There, we would see less touristic, but still historic area. Also, full of real Turkish food. I forget what I was gonna say, cause food is paralyzing my brain. I'm shaking. It's a dinner time, man. This is a really small place in just corner, but this is so famous. As we are Turkish people, we come here, eat that dinner, meat dinner. That's my sandwich dinner. Hello, little dinner. Tender beef. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. If I don't show you the real turkey, who's gonna show you? So help me back. Like this video and subscribe. Real turkey.
Now we head into a maze where it is easy to lose your sense of direction, even after visiting many times.
The Grand Bazaar. It was built in 1461 by Mehmet the Conqueror, who conquered the city in 1453. Right after 8 years, that was one of the first things that he built. So he knows that trade was super important for Istanbul, the center of the world by that time. So I'm walking here right now through the streets. Older than 5 centuries. Thousands of shops. It's like a maze. You will lose yourself here. I would say there is no time limit here. I don't know if you want to shop, but I think an hour, maybe 45 minutes will be enough to see. So you can balance your time. Next is this Süleymaniye Mosque, my special one. We're gonna see good thing there, man. Just outside of the Grand Bazaar, you find a street here full of counterfeit goods and everything you can find here. Every brand that is replica, of course.
Süleymaniye Mosque is the next stop, located about 10-minute walk from the previous site.
So pretty. It is not less pretty than the Blue Mosque, a 16th century mosque designed by architect Sinan. He is the most famous architect of Ottoman Empire. So most of the monuments today, they were designed by architect Sinan, and this mosque is one of them.
This mosque was commissioned by Süleyman the Magnificent. His tomb is located right here, within the ground of the Süleymaniye Mosque.
This is the tomb of Süleyman the Magnificent, lying right here. He ruled the Ottoman Empire from 1520 to 1566.
Süleyman the Magnificent and his wife attract visitors from around the world, largely because of the TV series Muhteşem Yüzyıl, The Magnificent Century. Because of this, millions of people visit their tombs here each year. Let's call it a day here. I'll show you a special place where you can end your first day in Istanbul.
Garden of Süleymaniye Mosque. So here you have magnificent view. You can see entire Istanbul from here. That is the place where you will find this city speaks to you. Come here if you wanna end your day and if you wanna watch the city and understand the beauty and the real Istanbul. So it's a beautiful place.
After a full first day, it's best to rest early. Day 2 starts with something special again.
Here is the first thing you got to visit, Topkapi Palace, the heart of Ottoman Empire for nearly 400 years. I cannot give you exact time how long you should take here, but I think at least 2 hours. But some people even see it in an hour. Some people spend the entire day. Topkapi Palace is closed on Tuesdays. Keep that in your mind.
Inside the palace, you can see the imperial weapon collections used by the Ottoman army and the royal guards. You will also visit the private living quarters where the royal family and the Sultan lived. The palace can be tiring, so we continue the day at a park to slow things down a bit.
Right after the Topkapi Palace, I recommend coming here, Gülhane Park. It used to be part of the palace, but it is open area now. It's public area, and spend here like half an hour enjoying your time here, relaxing and thinking of what you have seen. I love this place, man. So it's time for lunch. Food heaven, Istanbul.
Now we eat at the local Esnaf Lokantası, where working locals usually eat. You can recognize these places by the dishes displayed behind the window.
So in these restaurants, you give your order and take it yourself, and you got unlimited options here, the salads and everything. This is where the real Turkish people eat, and it is in just heart of touristic places. Unlimited desserts. I love these places, but I'm gonna go for a soup right now. This is a hat soup. So for that soup, I paid 170 liras. And I'm looking at the street, I'm seeing places that are colorful, they are designed really authentic to attract tourists. Expensive, huge labeled menus with like 10 different languages. Of course, that's not the place where I eat. And I'm trying to do my best to show you what is good about this country. Our next stop is Spice Bazaar. After having our lunch, it is just like half a mile by foot. That is one of the oldest tricks in Istanbul. Animals, street dogs. I know this guy for a long time. He's the street animals in Turkey, they make these things, man. Dogs, when they pretend like they're crippled, they are limping. You can think, oh, that animal is so poor. Let me give it a bit of food. That's an old trick. As you walk by, you are gonna see a lot of history everywhere. And prayer is calling right now with Adhan. And Adhan is a call for them. Hey, it is time for prayer. Let's go, come to mosque and pray. They can pray at home too. When you are in Turkey, you will hear that, and sometimes like right in the morning, like 5 a.m. And you're like, whoa, what is happening? Like, you know, if the mosque is so close to your hotel, that's what it's gonna happen. That's a Yeni Cami, new mosque. It is got about still 400 years old. Egyptian Bazaar or Spice Market we say. So that is around 400 years old. Let's go check in. You can spend here like half an hour or an hour. But to me, I think half an hour, around 30 minutes would be enough. So let's go and check in. So that's the reason why we call it Spice Market. We have spice here. Ottoman Empire was selling things, the goods, they were brought from Egypt. So that's why we call it Mısır Çarşı, or in English, Egyptian Bazaar. Not only spice, but you can have the textile here and jewelry. The ceiling, do you see the ceiling? Spice, spice, spice. Spice everywhere, history. Now let's get out of beautiful market to where we Turks, we shop. You should see. I'm turning the camera around. Looking for a Turkish cafe right after you are out of Egyptian Bazaar. This is the most famous place, Kuru Kahveci Mehmet Efendi. So that's the place you get the Turkish coffee from. Turkish coffee production. These guys are working non-stop and still not enough, huh? I recommend you take a stroll through that street, Hasırcılar Street. We came here by dessert, you know, spice, nuts, everything basically. Inside there, it's a bit touristic. Prices, yes, touristic prices, but that street and cheap and Turkish. So if you want to buy something, maybe it's a better idea. They will ask you things to try like this.
No money, I have honey.
So you can taste it before you buy it. You don't feel like you have to buy it. It's so delicious, man. One of the best things that you can do is taking ferries in Istanbul. You can take ferry from Eminönü, which is the historic site here right after the spice market. I think 2-3 hours you can serve it for Asian continent. Bosphorus, it is only enough reason to do that. Each way is charging around $1. It's nothing, right? Welcome to Üsküdar, my beautiful neighborhood. The first thing that you will notice is the local feeling. So here in the main square, you got 3 famous mosques. The first one is here, Mihrimah Sultan Mosque, and the other, this one right there, it is Valide Sultan Mosque, and the other one is just there by the water, Kuşkonmaz Mosque. Also on our YouTube channel, I made a video about Üsküdar neighborhood guide. So if you want detailed video, go and check this one.
Here in Üsküdar Salacak, you can sit on the benches facing the Maiden's Tower and watch the sunset behind the historic Fatih Peninsula. This is a very simple spot, but it shows a very genuine side of Istanbul. Let's end the day here.
The day third, and you're in Sultanahmet. You can take that tram T1 from Sultanahmet station to the Kabataş station, which is the last station on this direction. There you will see the Dolmabahçe Palace. Tram is passing right now from the Golden Horn, or Haliç as we call it in Turkish. Here we go, the last station. To go to the palace, you just get off here and walk. It is like 1,000 feet. Well, here is Dolmabahçe Palace. It is 18th century palace. It shows how Ottoman Empire adapted European style. So that was the second administration center of Ottoman Empire after Topkapi Palace. It's not allowed to film inside. You can only film inside the main garden, however, not in the main building. 2 hours would be well enough for that building, and the ticket is about $28. Beautiful palace.
Mustafa Kemal Atatürk, the founder of modern Turkey, died here at Dolmabahçe Palace. His room is preserved exactly as it was on the day he passed away.
After seeing the Dolmabahçe Palace, we are going to go to Taksim Square, which is up there. It's on the hill. F1, Taksim Kabataş Funicular. We're gonna take this one. So that tram goes every after like 7-8 minutes to Taksim. So to use I use Istanbul card. If you see our videos in previous videos, you're gonna see how to get Istanbul card and then how to get public transportation. Just check this out. And I'm out here, Taksim Square. All right, there are things to see here. Istiklal Avenue that goes to the Galata Tower. I'm just gonna show you everything on the road. You're gonna see that mosque just standing right on the square. That is new. It's been built like 5 years ago. That's 111 years old tram that is going through that Istiklal Street. You can use this one if you wanna have that nostalgic feeling. You can get in with your Istanbul card again. But I always walk. That's what am I gonna do? Pehlivan, for example, one of the good spots to eat food. You can choose any food from that display. Like to walk entire road, it is like 1 mile until Galata Tower, but you can spend 1 hour or just 30 minutes. The perfect spot, it is full of food, full of shops, everything you're gonna find here. It is so difficult to walk in this street. Food everywhere, man. How am I supposed to have a strict diet in this country? Do you think that cat is for sale? No, man. Turkey is a cat country. Istanbul. Cats are running this city. Just street cat. It just went inside and lies on here. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Hey! So, Merry Christmas, everyone! Do we officially have Christmas in Turkey? No, we don't. But we have churches in Istanbul, right? Where you will find Christmas is being celebrated. And this is the most famous church here on the Istiklal Avenue. So this is the end of the road. So here I started walking down to Karaköy. We're gonna visit the Galata Tower. I would say it's like 200 meters. You are finding the Galata Tower right there. Ta-ta-ta-tam! Galata Tower! One of the most significant symbols of Istanbul. It used to be part of fortifications around this area. So most of the fortification was demolished, so it remained as a sign. You see that line, that red lines, they're actually representing different timeline. Upper side, it was collapsed after an earthquake, and Ottomans, they built upper side. 30 euros, that is about $35 for the Galata Tower. Expensive? Yes, it is. But for the view, just go and check this out. So you go up with the elevators. There's a game here, so you're trying to, I guess, which place where. Oh, look at that. I am on the top of the Galata Tower. It is an 14th century building monument. It was built by Genoese originally and still standing, but it's really high. If you are afraid of the high, be careful, it's really high. So you see the Bosphorus there? That is the sea dividing the city into two. Asian continent, and here it's European continent. After Galata Tower, we are walking down to Karaköy. We have still things to do there. From Galata Tower, I walk here to Karaköy neighborhood. It will take like 5 to 10 minutes. Here, it's a really colorful and vibrant neighborhood. There are some local food here, that especially fish wrap. Well, that's book and coffee shop actually just on the ferry station here in Karaköy. Sunset here is amazing, man. You see where the sun is setting right now? Historic peninsula right here. Here, get your coffee, get your Turkish tea, and just sit here and enjoy the view. You are just in front of the water. Cheap, good, relaxing, and a true hidden gem for you from Maiden. At the end of the third day, here is a true hidden gem for you.
This is the Haliç metro station, a recently built station with an open platform facing the Golden Horn. It is not commonly visited by tourists, but it's a good spot to watch the sunset over the city. This is where the 3 days itinerary comes to an end. Thanks for watching.